Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 10. If I remember correctly, usually Episode 10 is a Buffy birthday episode, somewhere in there, so I'm kind of predicting that'll be what this episode is about. Please no spoilers, but yeah, just from previous seasons, that's my guess. We saw in the previous episode that Amy the Rat has now returned. Willow was able to bring her back, and then Willow and Amy went on this rampage to the Bronze and were just conducting magic at their whim, basically like, we don't like the band, let's change the band, and we don't like this guy, so we'll put them in the cage, and just doing whatever they wanted, basically. Make one guy super tall and one guy really short, and just whatever their amusement could think of until they got bored, basically. So I'm terrified that the two of them have now, teamed up together, because obviously Amy has no problem using magic at will, and Tara was the only one really holding Willow back from using magic as frequently as she wanted to, and now that her and Tara have broken up, there's nothing really to stop Willow, so I'm very nervous to see where that's going to go. I definitely think Willow is being very reckless with her magic. We also had Buffy and Spike have sex at the end of the last episode, so I'm very curious to see where that's going to go. We've definitely seen them kiss and make out before, and Buffy has, steadfastly denied it every time he wants to talk about it. She's like, what are you talking about? That never happened. And she rejects him and is mean to him, and then they have this massive fight in this old decrepit house, and then next thing you know, they're making out and having sex. So who knows what's going on with the two of them? I don't think either of them know what's going on. Buffy is also acting pretty reckless, and obviously is dealing with a lot, coming back from heaven and trying to process her life again. So I'm very curious to see how the conversations between Buffy and Spike are going to go in this episode. We know Spike cares about Buffy, and I think Buffy's trying to not admit to herself that she might have a few feelings for Spike, but obviously this keeps happening, so there has to be some reasoning behind it, and Buffy tried to blame it on Giles not being around, but I don't think that's it. And we didn't have Giles in the last episode, which was pretty strange, considering he's been, here the whole time, and it definitely missed his presence. I don't know if he'll be a guest star, if it'll be 7 episodes before we see him again, but it was definitely a little strange. The trio were back as well, and they stole this diamond and said it was part of phase 1 and that Buffy was involved in phase 2. We know Spike's chip in his brain allows him to hurt Buffy because she was brought back, and he said something came back with her and the rules don't apply anymore. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Does that mean that Willow and Amy never made it home? Oh no.
I'm sure they just lost track of time.
That must be so hard for, for Tara to see that. Like, you'd be speculating, 100 different scenarios. Oh, hello, Buffy. In the rubble.
When did the building fall down?
I don't know.
Spike's like, but this is the greatest day of my life.
My shoe.
What's the hurry, love?
The hurry is I left on all night. And don't call me love.
Yeah, Buffy obviously regrets this and is like, I gotta get going.
Why'd you have to run off so quick? Thought we could...
Not gonna happen. Last night was the end of this freak show.
Oh, my.
What did you think was gonna happen? What, we're gonna read the newspaper together? Play footsie under the rubble?
I think that's what Spike wanted. Oh, my.
I had in mind.
Stop!
Make me.
No! Ow!
I don't know if the scratches are from the fighting or from something else.
No, I have to...
Stay. I'm stuck here. Sun's out.
She's like, well, when you put it like that, I guess I'll accommodate you because you're a vampire. Oh, my.
I knew the only thing better than killing a Slayer would be... Groupie yourself.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, vampires get you hot.
A vampire got me hot. One.
Oh, my. Oh.
You're just convenient.
I think Spike was genuinely hoping for them to read the newspaper together and have a nice morning.
You can act as high and mighty as you like. But I know where you live now, Slayer.
Oh my.
Go.
I may be dirt, but you're the one who likes to roll in it, Slayer.
Oh my. Oh my god, they're so humble.
Right. You are gonna want these too.
Oh, Spike. Yeah, that kind of earned a punch. Oh my god, these two. That's a hot mess. Hot mess happening right there.
Either, so. Hey, this is Amy. Amy, Tara, Amy.
But Tara wouldn't know who Amy is. Oh, she's gonna think the worst.
I'm talking too much. Sorry. It's just been, me and a bag of pellets for the last few years, so.
No,
She's like bragging about all the magic they did at the bronze, and Tara's like, this is my nightmare.
where were you? Are you okay?
I'm fine. You're not. You're all sore and limpy.
Oh my.
Had a fight. The all-nighter kind. Figured. I knew that's why you didn't call.
Poor Dawn is like genuinely worried about her sister.
Dawn.
You guess? Where were you?
We went out. We kind of lost track of time.
Buffy would have never left Dawn all alone by herself before, and yeah, she thought Willow was there, and...
All right. I'm sorry about everything. It's okay. You should rest. You're beat from monster wrestling all night.
Is that what they're calling it these days? Oh, aye.
Hey, Donnie.
No problem. I'll just go find some awake people.
Poor Dawn. Yeah, I feel bad for her. She was so worried about Buffy and was like, oh, okay, did you get the bad guy? Like, do you need us to help you? If you were up all night, it was obviously very serious, and she was having sex with Spike.
Claudette.
Did she use up all of her powers last night? What's going on?
Anya has a theory. She thinks that Martha Stewart froze that guy.
Don't be ridiculous. Martha Stewart isn't a demon. She's a witch.
Please.
Nobody could do that much decoupage without calling on the powers of darkness.
Yeah.
I know I do. I can't decide whether to put my bridesmaids in cocktail dresses or the traditional burlap with blood larvae.
How could you pick? I mean, it's such a toss-up.
Can I weigh in on this whole me wearing larva?
No.
At least I'm not asking you to perform the groom's rite of self-flagellation.
Oh, pardon? Huh?
She's just helping Amy through a transition.
And making yourself a playmate to do magic with. Someone who won't monitor her like Tara.
Exactly, that's exactly it, yeah.
She's going through something, but we're not her. I mean, maybe she has reasons for acting this way.
I think Buffy's talking about herself, not Willow.
Do magic. Took me all day to get my powers back, and I think we should just take it easy.
I have a better idea.
It's interesting to think that Willow's powers could be drained over time. Like, she was obviously exhausted.
Is it dangerous?
Would that stop you?
I don't like these two together. It's trouble. It's nothing but trouble.
It's hot.
Come on.
Well, that's terrifying. A really cool effect, but terrifying that they're just gonna disappear into this mysterious warlock's chamber. Whoa! Spooky!
It's cool, isn't it? The place is cloaked. Yeah.
This looks like a sketchy place.
Rec, it's my turn.
No, man, you said I was,
Bull, I've been here for...
They look like drug addicts. Like, what's going on? Oh, I definitely know this actor. Oh, my brain. I can't place him. Comment below. I know I've seen him and stuff before.
I know it's been a while. You'll never believe.
You were a rat.
Well, that solved that. Yeah, he gave there pretty quickly.
What do you want me to do about that?
I don't know. I thought...
Amy's a bad influence, man. This is not going well. Oh, poor Willow.
Just relax. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Amy set her up into a trap, and I don't like this. Oh, God.
It's okay. It's over fast.
That's not comforting. Oh, my God.
Take a little tour.
Of what? Oh, my God. And what exactly just happened here? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Days. like strawberries.
Oh, God, this guy. Ugh, barf. Is Willow now, like, high with magic? Is that what that was? It's like spinning her in her hand. Oh my god. And Willow's on the ceiling? Like, what is going on, Matt? She definitely looks out of it. Okay, that's not a forest. That's not grass. What is even happening right now? Oh my god, nightmare. Well, that was horrible. She literally crashed. And now she's got the black eyes again. Oh my god, what's happening? I think maybe now it might actually be hitting Willow that her and Tara broke up, and this is because of magic and the choices she made, and now she has to deal with the consequences. I'm sorry, what? She's making her own, like, air-filled Tara? Oh my god, what is this? So weird. It's kind of reminding me of a scene from a movie called My Favorite Martian. I don't know what's happening here though. So weird.
You want?
No, thanks. I'm more in water mode. Ow.
Yeah, it's like or Willow has like a magic hangover or something. Yeah.
If you feel like bagging the peanut butter, I'll even buy you dinner.
Oh, thank God. Remind me never to invent that again.
She's like, this was horrible. I hate cooking for myself.
Not that they know of.
What else did you take?
Nothing.
Ow, what?
What? Amy, come on, man. What are you doing?
Stuff.
Need it for what?
She understands.
Understands what?
She's going back to the warlock, isn't she?
His new favorite.
She's there. With Dawn?
Oh, don't shake me again. Super strength. I think I'm gonna boot.
Then tell me.
Tonight. Exactly.
Tell me how to find
You
it.
just kind of have to feel it out. Oh God, I think I'm gonna. Oh God.
Yeah, it's interesting that there's spells that they would use to get other witches high. So bizarre.
I took you the long way around. But we're almost there. I just have to make one quick stop first.
Willow, you cannot bring Dawn to this guy. That is beyond reckless. Come on, Willow. Seriously? Oh my god, she's obsessed.
Okay, you just hang here for a minute, and I'll be back.
She's making all kinds of bad decisions. Oh my god.
It starts at 9.
We'll make it. I'll just be a minute, and it doesn't matter if we miss the trailers.
She's like, just gotta get high from this warlock guy real fast, and then we'll be on the way to the movie. And Dawn is like, why am I here?
Trailers.
Buffy is gonna lose her mind when she finds out what Willow did. Oh my god, it's gonna end so badly. Willow, yeah, obviously, like, they're not gonna make it. Willow's off doing whatever in this other room, and poor Dawn's just stuck waiting. And it's interesting how we went from last season, you know, protect Dawn at all costs. Like, we can't leave her alone. Oh my god. This guy. I hate that he calls her Strawberry also. Cheese and rice! Willow! She's not even on this planet, man. She's somewhere else. And I'm guessing she can't do these spells to herself, which is probably a good thing, but... That's the same creature that she saw. And he knows what's happening and he's doing it to her. What a frickin' guy. Oh my god.
Are you okay? Fine. Let's get out of here.
Dawn, smarter than that. She can see that her eyes are black now, and she's super high. Oh my god.
Ugh, don't get all weird on me. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Not in this town, it's not. And yeah, Willow's supposed to be the one protecting her, not putting her in danger.
Last night was the most perverse, degrading experience of my life.
Spike's like, you're welcome. Ugh.
Not love.
Not yet. But I'm in your system now. You're gonna crave me like I crave blood. And the next...
Oh my.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, Donnie, don't. It was probably a cat or something like that.
Or a demon, you know, one of those, as it is Sunnydale.
Okay, he's not real.
Seems real.
He's very real, Willow. Very real. Oh my god.
You raised hell with your magics.
What now? Who went? Oh, no, Dawn.
Don't! She had nothing to do with it. It was me.
Oh. Willow doesn't even remember summoning him now.
What are you doing?
I still can't believe Willow is putting Dawn's life in danger like this. Oh my god. And has no idea what's happening, isn't aware of these decisions, obviously, is completely out of it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was horrible. Oh, come on, Dawn. Oh my god, this guy. Oh!
Now you're scared? Better late than never.
What's happening here? Just self-combusted? What was that? Oh, Willow used her magic. Oh, and her eyes are black again. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Buffy is pissed off. Poor Dawn. I think she broke her arm or something. Yeah. Oh my gosh, from the accident.
Is she okay?
Back off. Will, I got her.
No, Donnie.
I mean it. Stay away from her.
Yeah, I think your time's up.
Donnie, I'm so sorry.
It's too late. It's too late.
I didn't see. I'm so sorry.
She's never gonna trust you again, man. Oh my god. Oh! Slaps.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I hate seeing Willow sad, but I don't have much sympathy for her in this moment, which is probably mean to say, but Willow, she's in a bad place, man. She's not doing well. I know she would never intentionally hurt Dawn, but she purposely put her in a bad situation and knew that there was risks involved and made that choice anyway, and now Buffy's gonna be so mad.
You can.
I can't. God, I need help.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I don't know how to fix it, but yeah, something's got to change. She's on a bad path. Oh, Buffy's like, they're there, buddy. They're there. Like, is not being the compassionate friend she usually is when Willow's that upset. Because again, Willow did it to herself.
But she's gonna be all right.
It's a fracture. It's gonna take some time.
Much like this situation.
Started before she left. It's why she left.
Yeah, and you know that. You know she left because of magic, and you just did it twice as much.
I didn't even know that girl.
You are more than some girl. And Tara wants you to stop.
Yeah, exactly. There's an option here. Yeah, exactly.
It took me away from myself. I was free.
I don't know that you were free. We were definitely something else.
I was out of my mind. I did things I can't even.
I'm glad she's finally realizing the decisions she's made.
I think it's right to give it up, no matter how good it feels.
Is she talking about Spike now?
And stuff.
There you go.
Or keeping stinky yak cheese in my bra.
That one might need explaining. Yeah, Willow's going through like withdrawals almost. Like, I don't know that I believe she's gonna quit. I think that's gonna be a tough thing for her to do. Buffy's putting up garlic everywhere to keep Spike away. Oh man. I don't feel like this, yeah, we're quitting, is gonna last long. I think both of them will be back to their antics in the next little while. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 10. It was very focused on Willow and her magic, and I wasn't expecting her to kind of come to this realization so soon. I thought she would spend a couple more episodes kind of on the tear and just indulging in her magic, you know, completely recklessly, but obviously as soon as Dawn was involved, that changed everything and really forced Willow to realize what she was doing and the decisions that she was making and how that was affecting people that she loved. It wasn't the birthday episode like I had predicted. I don't know if they will do a birthday episode this season. It's usually around episode 10 or 11 or 9, something like that, if I'm remembering correctly from previous seasons, but obviously there was other things going on as well, and I hate seeing Dawn hurt like that. That was tough to watch, and she's just this kid and kind of just going where people who were supposed to be looking after her are going, and, you know, spending that whole night alone because obviously Buffy didn't come home, Willow wasn't there. Obviously Willow and Buffy both thought the other one was there when they weren't and didn't communicate, and luckily Tara stayed over. But just to see how far we've come from season 5 when Dawn was like top priority and, you know, don't let anything bad happen to her, you know, keep this very close eye on her and watch her like a hawk and not leave her alone for 1 second because Glory is after her, and now they're like, she's fine. Like, Buffy would have never left Dawn alone by herself like that in the previous season, and, you know, here we are, and I know Buffy didn't plan on that to happen, but it obviously did. And to see Buffy's reaction when she wakes up next to Spike and is instantly regretting it, and he is, you know, having his moment in the sun, literally, and he's just so happy that this finally happened. We know he's wanted to sleep with Buffy for a very long time, and now it has happened, and he keeps telling Buffy, you know, he loves her and that he's in love with her and all this stuff, and she's just completely repulsed by it and saying it'll never happen again. And at the end of the episode, you know, when we see Buffy and Willow both completely swear off these things, like Willow's not going to do magic anymore, Buffy's not going to see Spike anymore, I don't have much hope that that will stay true. I don't think it'll be that clean cut. Life usually isn't, so I'm pretty sure they will both be back to doing these things at some point, maybe in the next episode, maybe not for 3 episodes, who knows, but I don't believe that this will be the last time Willow will ever do magic, and that the last time that Buffy will ever see Spike, because obviously their lives overlap. It's not that big of a town, and Buffy needs Spike for certain vampire things, obviously, like today when she went to him to try and help her find Dawn. You know, that's kind of how it goes, and you can't avoid each other, you know, forever. And even when Spike's saying like, hey, you can't get rid of me that easily, like, you've invited me in, you can't go back now, basically, like, choices have been made, it's too late. And Buffy thinking she's gonna stay up all night every night holding a cross and, you know, covering her room in garlic isn't realistic. That's not gonna work. She's gonna see Spike eventually. Amy and Willow are definitely trouble together, and to see the two of them go to this warlock rack, and please forgive me, I'm blanking on the name of the actor who plays him. I know I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but the fact that he was like using spells to make people get high almost was very bizarre, and that Willow finally admits that she's like addicted to magic. You know, that's why Tara left, because she couldn't stop doing magic, and to put Donnie's life at risk like that, and to have, you know, a car accident with Dawn. Luckily, she only fractured her arm, and it could have been so much worse, and I don't think Willow would have ever forgiven herself if something worse would have happened, or how that would have changed the trajectory of their entire, you know, group unit. And even when Buffy says, like, it's a fracture, it'll just take some time, I was like, I feel like that relates to their relationship as well, because their relationship is clearly fractured. Buffy's not going to trust Willow around Dawn by herself, and now Buffy's going to have to put more time into watching Dawn and making sure Dawn's okay. And yeah, Dawn's still a teenager, like, yeah, she's not a little kid, but still, like, she's had a lot going on in her life the past few years, and Buffy is supposed to be, you know, the one there for her and to help take care of her, and Buffy's dealing with her own stuff, and, you know, even when she says to Xander, like, let's not judge Willow, like, sometimes we make mistakes, and I definitely feel like she was talking about herself, you know, there, and how she's been sleeping with Spike. We heard Anya talk about some demon wedding rituals in this episode, which was interesting, and I don't know if they've picked a date for their wedding, when that's going to be. I know Xander has some cold feet about it, but Anya is obviously very excited, and she's like, guys, I was a demon for 1,000 years. I'm not just going to, you know, ignore this part of who I am, basically. And it sounded very disturbing, although it would be interesting as a viewer to kind of see what a demon wedding looks like, because obviously they have some very, very different customs than normal weddings. No Giles again in this episode, which honestly was probably for the best. I can't imagine what he would have said or done to Willow if he found out that she had, you know, driven the car under the influence of some, you know, magic like that, and got Dawn in trouble and had to be taken to the hospital, and Dawn ended up being hurt as a result. I feel like Giles would have laid into Willow into a whole new level, and I don't know that it would have done any good, because clearly Giles talking to Willow about not using magic didn't do anything. I think Willow had to kind of come to that realization on her own that clearly she's making bad choices, and clearly she's putting people she loves in danger. And that shot of her literally on the ground, you know, crawling on the concrete, crying and like begging for forgiveness was... I like Willow's character, but I wasn't feeling it. I wanted to feel bad for her, but I couldn't, because she did this to herself, and she knew what she was doing. She may have been, you know, not purposely thinking, I'm going to put Dawn in harm, but that's exactly what she did, and she wasn't taking the time to think about things. She was thinking about what she wanted to do. Dawn just wanted to go to a movie, and Willow took her to see this warlock who got Willow completely out of her mind on another planet, and had like the black eyes that we've seen, you know, when she's doing magic, and Dawn had no idea what was going on, and is trusting the adult, which is Willow in this situation, to make sure she's okay. And that's not what happened. She was terrified, and that car was taking off down the road, and Willow's laughing, and, you know, it almost related to like a drunk driving accident or something like that. Like that, she wasn't there. Like, she was clearly making poor decisions, and the fact that Willow did this, you know, I don't know how long it's going to take her to forgive herself. I don't know if Dawn will ever forgive her, but it was bittersweet to see the response between Willow and Buffy, because, you know, they used to be so close, and I'm glad Willow is coming to the realization of what she's doing, and Buffy's conflicted, obviously, trying to be her friend and comfort her, but also trying to protect her sister. And Buffy kind of talking about her own situation with Spike as well, saying like, yeah, we can stop, it's fine, we can totally stop, and we'll see if that actually happens. But they've definitely been spending a lot more time together in the past few episodes. I think this episode, it also hit Willow that Tara is gone. You know, she inflated her clothes in that one scene, and is trying to seek the comfort that she would normally get from being in a relationship and having Tara there, and that's not the situation anymore. So I think before she was just ignoring it and trying to deny that it actually happened, and this episode, she comes out of the shower, she's crying, and I think it's finally we see her break down, which we hadn't really seen before. She was just pretending everything was okay. Buffy and Spike's relationship, I don't even know if you can call it that, whatever they have going on, is just, there's so much violence mixed in with their sex, and just the way they treat each other is horrible, and just constantly hurling insults at each other, and it's just horrible. And, you know, Spike obviously brings up Angel because that's what he's gonna do, and Spike saying like, hey, I know you felt something when we were together, and Buffy is very quick to defend that it wasn't love, and Spike's like, well, not yet, thinking that, you know, she'll eventually fall head over heels for him. I don't know. I think Buffy might be just going through some things and wants an escape and wants a distraction, and that's exactly what she says to Spike as well. And it's not fair to Spike, because obviously he wants it to be more than that, and I definitely feel like Spike wanted Buffy to stay and, you know, to have breakfast or something, you know, to hang out in the morning, and Buffy could not get out of there fast enough, and was, you know, like, if you tell anybody, threatening him and just insulting each other after insults, and then making out and then fighting again. It's just like, compared to Angel, this is the most like toxic, you know, unhealthy thing that could ever happen. Those scenes where Willow is like high and floating, so bizarre. We haven't really explored anything like that before, and to realize that Willow's powers can get burnt out, as she called it, like she was overtired and she had used magic so frequently the night before for so long that her powers were so weak and gone that she had, you know, take all day to recover basically. And the way Amy sets her up to go meet this guy, like, hey, I know a guy, and, you know, Amy being the bad influence takes her to go see Rack, and Willow seemed nervous to be there and, you know, seemed a little awkward, but obviously she stayed and she made a choice to indulge with this, and, you know, floating in the ceiling and just above the stars and like all of these things. Like, she was already using magic as a way to, you know, escape life and to do things easier, and now she's using it to another extreme. So it's interesting anytime we get to see a little glimpse into the world of witchcraft and demons and just kind of these things in the underground that, you know, don't happen in every episode. That Rack warlock, I hope we never see him again. He was so creepy. He kept telling Willow she smelled like strawberries, and, you know, the way Amy knew obviously something was going to happen, and to see Amy break into the house to steal things to take to Rack, basically, because she's in just as bad as Willow is. And it looked like Willow was like in withdrawals almost at the end of the episode, so there's no witch rehab for drug magic or something. I don't know if that's even a thing, but Willow's going to have to figure this out on her own, and that's going to be the hardest part, is she's used to having magic to make things easier on her and not have to deal with things. But now it's all going to come full force, and she's going to have to deal with every little thing and process it like a regular person. We did hear Amy say she was going home to her dad in this episode. I don't know what that reunion would have looked like, but I don't know if Amy will be around in future episodes. She's obviously not staying at the house, and if Willow's going to try and stop doing magic, I hope she's not hanging out with Amy, because I feel like that's just tempting fate, and eventually she'll be back to where she was, using magic just as frequently. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where the next episode's going to go, if they can actually stay true to their word. Overall, I thought it was a good episode. It was interesting to see Willow kind of process everything and come to terms with the decisions that she's made, and that I'm very glad Dawn is okay. It was obviously a very scary scene, and I couldn't imagine what Buffy would have done if something worse would have happened to Dawn. And Buffy and Willow's trust, I think, is gone now, and Dawn and Willow's trust is gone, and Willow just kind of has to prove that she can be trusted and let time kind of heal things and prove that she's not going to do magic anymore, and that's the only way I think it's going to get back into how it was. And I don't know if Buffy will be able to stay away from Spike. Like I said, they're going to see each other eventually. He's always around and just following her anyway, so I feel like that's inevitable. We didn't have the trio in this episode. They're still trying to figure out this diamond stealing freeze ray, you know, situation and what demon is causing that, but obviously to no luck. They're just poring over books or bridal magazines, as it was for Anya, and not really finding anything. And Willow and Buffy have obviously been too distracted with their own stuff to really help them anyway. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. I don't know if the scratches are from the fighting or from something else. Did she use up all of her powers last night? Okay, that's not a forest. You know she left because of magic, and you just did it twice as much. And now she's got the black eyes again. Oh my god, what's happening? She's making her own, like, air-filled. She's going back to the warlock, isn't she?